Hey, welcome to my now somewhat daily vlog entry on as I journey through a transition in my business where I'm learning to kind of get my mojo back. I didn't post yesterday because honestly I was really present with who I was with. We were dog sitting over the weekend, and I had my kiddo and I had clients, and it was a really lovely day, and just honestly didn't feel called to pop on, which correlates perfectly with the consistency that I was talking about in my last video. So yesterday was filled with clients, which I love, and I want to preface that again. This energetic shift has nothing to do with my clients. I absolutely love my clients. I love what I do. I love my business. What has been a weird thing for me is the energy in which I have to put into it in order for it to be successful. For the last 12 years, I have put a ton of pressure on myself to make something work, for it to look exactly the way that I think it needs to look, to bring in the money that I think I need to bring in. And now that that is no longer the case, it's honestly not even mojo in my business. This is coming to me just now. This isn't really mojo in my business. This is now understanding who I am as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, because the context before was completely different than who I am now. And again, I think that needs to be shared more. I think we need to share how it's okay that we change, especially as social media visible business owners. It's so easy to get stuck in a lens, in a context, in a niche. And then when we grow out of it, we either feel guilty or we feel like we have to stay in it because that's where we started, when really your business and your ideas and your audience should grow and evolve with you. But for some reason, for me in this moment, it's just been a really weird thing to go through because nobody ever told me I was going to go through this. And this has definitely affected my personal life, which is why I decided to go back to therapy, because this was a lull that was in all areas of my life. And as we've been working on it with my amazing therapist, Jean, I don't really have anyone to process this out through my business, which is why I decided to make these videos. And this was definitely resonated with my client. I love the way that I work with my clients because I don't have a formula. I always meet my clients where they are at with that day, and then I utilize what tools need to be brought forward. Yesterday I had a session with a client, and it was a pure exploration into a feeling that she was having because she had Voxered me. So in between the one-on-one sessions, my clients get Voxer, which is a walkie-talkie app to me, where they can just get to me at any time and just voice message me at any time, which a lot of my clients love because then they can just blip things out instantly and then have space to process it. Anyway, I was tapping in the other day because I wanted to see how she was doing before our session the next day. And she, caught me up on things, but then there was something at the tail end of her message that influenced the rest of our session the next day. And it was her just offhandedly saying that she wished she could just enjoy the process once she received what she manifested. And when we met, we really didn't have a direction. I just knew that kept coming forward for me, and that was something we needed to explore together. And because she was able to have that space to explore and me to facilitate, not only using questions, but looking at her human design chart and things like that, she realized, it wasn't me, it was her. She realized that one of the main reasons why she was stressing herself out is because she was trying to fit a persona that she thought they had of her, when really the whole reason why they hired her is because of the persona she already naturally personifies. And that's just another example of how we can get caught up in other people's expectations without even talking to them. We think because they are experts in this field, or they are this or they are that, we put them on this pedestal, and therefore we think we have to be certain people to meet their expectations. When really, if you're doing it right, they already know who they're hiring, and that's why they're hiring you. So we brought her back to the joy of her individuality, and we figured out how to reframe things so she could be excited by the opportunity that she had, and where she just needed to let go so she could enjoy the process a little bit more. So I think the moral of today's story is, it's like Lion King. Remember who you are. If you are truly yourself, which, dear Lord, I hope you are, and if not, then I cannot help you. But if you are truly presenting yourself in an honest light, in what you know to be true, with the services and the things that you love, nobody is going to misidentify you. They are hiring you because you are you. Therefore, step in as you. If you're wondering what their expectations are, ask. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, I don't know, you do you, boo. Like, this is why I hired you. And trust yourself to know that you are enough, because that's the reason why they hired you to begin with. So take that as you may. If you have any questions, if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, dig into, feel free to comment it below. But today's Saturday, so happy Saturday, and see you tomorrow maybe.